saliva gland is responsible for producing mucus. The sustentacular cells or supporting cells are also responsible for producing mucus. Now, like I said, this is known as the olfactory receptor. This is known as olfactory bulb, right? This is the peripheral process. This is olfactory bulb, and these are the hair cells. Now, the hair cells actually contain what we call it odorant receptors. Now, the odorant receptors are receptors that are sensitive to odors or odorant molecules that are present in the environment. Now, it is important to know that the olfactory receptors actually have, like I said, they have what we call the peripheral process, and they also have what we call the central process. This is the central process of this other one. They come together to form what is called the olfactory nerve. Olfactory nerve. Olfactory nerve. The same thing is applicable here. Bundles of the central processes of the olfactory receptors come together to form olfactory nerve. The same thing is applicable here. Bundles of the central process come together to form olfactory nerves. So the zones of the olfactory receptors actually come together and synapse with cells that are found in a structure that is called the olfactory bulb. So let me draw the olfactory bulb here. So this is our olfactory bulb. Olfactory bulb. Now, the olfactory bulb contains some cells that actually form synaptic contacts with their zones of the olfactory receptors. These cells are actually called, we call them the mitral cells. The mitral cells. And of course, there's another one that is called the tufted cells. We also have the tufted cells and we have the mitral cells. Then there's another one that is called the granule cells. We also have the granule cells, and then we have the periglomerular cells. Now, this is the mitral cell. Mitral cell. This is known as tufted cell. Tufted cell. And then, of course, we have granule cell, and then we also have what we call the periglomerular cell. I will present that on the board as the lecture progresses. Now, the dendrites of the mitral cells and tufted cells actually connects with their zones. It connects with the zones of the olfactory receptors, and there is usually a structure that is formed when the dendrites of the mitral cells and the zones of the olfactory receptors actually synapse together. That structure that is formed is called the olfactory glomeruli. We call it olfactory glomeruli. The same thing is applicable here. We have olfactory glomeruli, and here also we also have the olfactory glomeruli. So, like I said, there are other cells that are also located in the olfactory bulb, one of which is known as the periglomerular cell. Now, the periglomerular cell actually connects one glomeruli. It is actually a inhibitory neuron that connects one glomeruli to another glomeruli. Let me use another marker to represent it. The inhibitory neurons that connects one glomeruli to another glomeruli. The same thing is applicable here. Now, we also have another one. This is called, where would I draw this? Okay. This is called periglomerular cell. Periglomerular cell. Then we have another one that is called the granule cell. The granule cells are also inhibitory in nature. The granule cells are inhibitory in nature and they form reciprocal synapses with the lateral dendrites of the mitral and the tufted cells. So let me use another color to represent that. They usually do not have azones. They usually do not have azones, but they form reciprocal synapses. They form reciprocal synapses with the lateral dendrites of the tufted cells and the mitral cells. Now, what usually happens is that the mitral cells and the tufted cells actually they stimulate the granule cells by secreting what is called glutamate. And then when the granule cells are stimulated, they release GABA to actually inhibit the mitral cells and the tufted cells. Now, the azones of the mitral cells and the tufted cells actually go down to the olfactory cortex via what is called the olfactory tract. So this is called olfactory tract. Olfactory tract. So now let's look at the cause of the olfactory tract. I'll clean this.